if we just sort of take the 50s and the 60s. Remember the 40s, after the Second World War, we couldn't hire people fast enough. We were rebuilding infrastructure, we were building economies, we were building suburbs. Things were going really quickly. So about 10 years after that was happening, people started all of a sudden saying, hey, we can't just have people doing the same things for 10, 20, 30 years. We have to develop them. And we have to sort of figure out who's doing a good job and who's not doing a good job. So in the 50s and 60s, we started seeing people catch on to things like performance evaluation. And at GE, we started saying, all right, let's start to think about the next generation of leaders. Who's going to run the place and run these different teams and organizations and businesses? That really sort of took off in the mid-50s throughout the 60s. In the 70s, the notion of, hey, I'm going to spend a lot of time at this place, this workplace, I'm here, okay? So we started thinking about things like maybe employees should tell us how we're doing or what it's really like to work here. And we started doing in-depth assessments of our leaders. What makes them good? Where are they good leaders? Where could they develop? And how can we help them develop? Okay? In the 80s, because we saw, particularly in the early 80s, we started thinking about, hey, we now have 40 years of organizational history and infrastructure from the Second World War, and we need to start thinking about how do we redesign our organizations to be in a purposeful design, not just adding